Good evening, everybody. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Well, if you've just joined us, this isn't Molly and Yana. I know that, I took Yana's grey hair and I tried to look a bit like her. And at least you've got an undercut, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, they can't be with us tonight. I had to fly back home to Slovakia. So we're stuck with the two of us, unfortunately. But hey, I think we'll do well.
Well, whether we'll do well or not is another matter, but we'll try our best.
Yeah, at least we'll be entertaining. That's probably a better way to put it, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got my I'm not with my partner in crime today either, so I've got Grania with me. So Grania is my second eldest child, aren't you, Gro? She's 13.
Is this the first time you've been roped into cook-alongs or Not Alone Lives?
First time. Yeah. And normally she does actually speak as well. So
well, no pressure.
No pressure. Anyway, what are we cooking, Oscar?
Yeah, we're cooking cheesy roasted carrot risotto, which I thought it sounded really nice. Apparently, you're on the fence about it.
Well, I've never had carrot in risotto, but I'm open for trying. But just because my family and I know what they're like, I've also got steak. So we're going to put that in the oven and then put it on top of ours when it's finished. Hopefully.
I don't blame you. Morning. Oh God, I don't know where I am. Good evening, Molly, Jason, and Liz. Thanks for joining us. I think we're going to start by prepping the carrots, actually. So I'm just going to grab out a baking tray. Should I say roasting tin? Making a mess today. And essentially, oh my goodness, look at how many carrots you've got there.
Well, it said 5 large carrots, but we're a family of 5, and the recipe's probably for 4, so we've done 6. Okay. But there's quite a lot. We may not need them all, but we're ready.
I think go for them. What we do, so all we're going to do is just toss these in some oil, and we're going to chuck them in the oven to bake for 25 minutes, roughly. So not too good.
The recipe doesn't say it, but do you think we should season them?
Well, I was thinking that. I've got some Mediterranean salt. I might throw some of that over the top of it.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Jason? Should we season these or will it make them soggy in the oven? I never know. Because you know the way salt draws moisture out. I never know if that then has an adverse effect when you're trying to roast something.
That's very true, actually. I'm not sure.
Jason might tell us if we wait patiently.
We wait for the lag between when we send a message and when it gets to somebody's house.
Well, we'll see. I did speak to Jason earlier. He was like, "What are you cooking?" I said, "Oscar's trying to convince me that risotto can replace my chocolate cravings when I need comfort food."
You see, comfort food for me is savoury, so that's not a problem.
Same with Grania. Grania's the same, aren't you? What's your ultimate comfort food?
Doritos.
Yeah. I could sit and eat a pack of the nuts. You know, the share nuts. I could eat a whole bag of those on my own on the sofa in an evening.
Sweet tooth all the way for me, unfortunately. Do you know what I'm going to go for? I'm going to throw on some pink Himalayan.
Oh, Jason's just said not to.
Oh, is he? Haven't done it then.
Oh, okay. That was close. Well, I'm going to throw mine in the oven now.
No. He says season in a bowl with a drizzle of oil, add to the roasted tray.
Oh, I read that well wrong.
Okay, I'm going to do it. Going on.
Go on then.
Just a bit. I always think we have to be mindful of our salt intake, but I think a bit of salt, you need it, don't you?
Oscar, tilt your screen up. You're losing my head. Oh, trust me, you don't need it. There you go.
Right,
now I'm completely out of the way. Yeah. Right, so we're throwing those in the oven for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't have very good options here with this camera setup. And then I guess we're going to start preparing the actual risotto now. What time is it? Okay, so it'll be ready at about past, as long as we don't talk too much. Right, so I'm going to start by doing my leeks. I think you've already started yours, haven't you? So I'm just going
to... I've got them sliced. That's as far as we've got.
Okay, so I've cleaned and taken the skin off, and then I'm just going to slice it.
Are you a chunky meat? Oh no, you fine slice. I do as well.
I don't like a massive mouthful of leek. I say that I'm doing it in the full rings, but
I think in a stew, a nice big bit is good, but it's a bit squeaky, isn't it? It's
yeah,
if you don't cut it small, I think.
I think so. I prefer them, I like to be able to have some rice with my leek.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to get a pan going.
Jason is saying salt with the oil will caramelize the carrots. That's what we want.
Yeah, perfect. So I'm going to get a pan on with a little bit of oil and start with these leeks. Great knife skills. Thank you. You there?
Mama Liz is watching. Hello, Liz. It's like the most loyal viewer of Not Alone. Always
Honestly.
watching. It's wonderful. Right, you got your leeks in yet? I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I'm just heating the pan up.
Okay. I think I'm
throw yours in.
Yeah.
I've given up oil, would you believe, except for on the carrots. I'm on the fry light now. I don't know if it makes any difference. I haven't really cooked with it properly yet.
Do you know what? I always use fry light for years and years, and it just ruins my pans. It's really
does
bad.
it?
Yeah, it leaves a residue. So sometimes I still use fry light. Depends on what I'm cooking. Sometimes I do, but I've just kind of reduced the amount of oil that we use and just use a really good virgin oil.
That's probably better then. Yeah, I've got a lovely olive oil at the moment. I know it sounds pathetic because to most people oil tastes the same.
Well, no, I know what you mean though. I'm with you.
And I've got it's infused with basil and garlic.
Oh, lovely.
I bought some proper virgin olive oil myself from the shop, and then just literally infused that myself. It doesn't take very long. You just throw it all in there together. But my nan used to live in Spain and she had an olive farm. So fresh olives, fresh olive oil. It was delicious. I just love going over there.
Oh, I love olives. I could live on olives. Love them.
Oh yeah, honestly, she would love to go back and visit that farm again.
Yeah.
Margarine or butter is a good replacement for oil, apparently, but it burns quicker. Yeah, no, that's actually a good point, especially in a risotto. Wouldn't really have any problems, for instance, butter in this, would you?
Definitely not. And do you know what? Kel makes the most amazing mushroom risotto, and she absolutely swears by proper real butter. It's always really. That's probably my ultimate savoury comfort food is that mushroom risotto that she makes. It's just extraordinary.
Ooh,
Liz, there's that's her always watching. We know.
What would we be without Liz?
Yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna do some garlic quickly, actually, whilst this is cooking off.
How are they doing, Grania?
All right.
Can you smell them yet?
Yeah. Gosh, I love leeks.
I think is it Hazel? Hazel Dean is allergic to leeks or something like that, or I told her to replace leeks with something recently. I can't remember now.
Oh.
But what I need to do soon, which I haven't done this winter actually, which I normally do every winter, is a nice big leek and mushroom soup, leek and potato soup.
It's a favourite in this house as well. Can't beat it.
Right, we're just gonna. These sort of need to cook for about
Jason
5
says
minutes.
butter will make the risotto creamy. Sorry, Jason says butter will make the risotto creamy, but add at the end before plating. Okay, that's good advice. I'm gonna get the butter ready.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going quiet whilst I'm stirring them. I can't concentrate on two things. It's been a long day.
Yeah. So maybe Jason and Molly and Liz and whoever else is watching could tell us what their comfort food is.
Yes. Oh, Honestly, let's have some food talk. By the time
Yeah.
this is ready, I'll be starving.
Yeah, I'm starving already. It's like a constant state of being for me. I'll tell you what I made the other day, and I think I might have mentioned it on Cook Along actually. I made sweet potato brownies. Oh,
Yes, she said. I'd love to try the recipe.
That's a good healthy-ish snack. I mean, you still add butter, although the recipe calls for low-fat butter and cocoa powder and sugar. Maybe it's not that healthy, but it's still very yummy. Very
You could replace the sugar for some agave syrup or something like that, and before you know it, you've swapped most of the stuff out.
Yeah, I think the recipe is a low-fat cooking recipe, and I think it calls for brown granulated sweetener, but I try and steer away from sweetener too much.
Sweetener.
Yeah, it's that aftertaste, isn't it? And so I think we use sugar, but just a little bit less than the sweetener weight.
Cool. Like that.
So yeah, it worked really nicely. Actually, it's a good way of getting the veg into the kids, you know.
Now I know you've been prepared. Have you got your stock ready? We're going to need that very soon. Just checking because I still need to make mine.
Yeah, well, and because I'm cooking for a bit more than 4, I used the veggie stock pot, but I used half a chicken stock cube as well. So I've got a little bit more than the quantity called for in the recipe.
Yeah, it said stock pot, but I don't tend to not buy stock pots because if I ever want proper stock, I'll make it myself. But I mean, for this, I'm just going to use a stock cube.
Yeah, you're so good. I don't have the patience for that.
Well, it's when you've already sort of started.
Look, Liz's comfort food is. Sorry, Oscar, we might be lagging because I don't think you can hear me. But Liz's comfort food is beef casserole with dumplings.
I love a beef casserole.
Yeah, I do as well. But I do you know what? Dumplings is a very English thing. I didn't grow up with dumplings. I think I've only ever had them once. So I'd kind of have a big bowl of casserole or stew with some potatoes.
Oh, you see, I'd throw both in.
Would you? Both? Double carbs.
Some nice baby potatoes or new potatoes in a stew.
Mm. And do you use a slow cooker? Do you bung it all in the slow cooker?
Yeah, do it all in the morning before work on a Friday or something, and then you're good to go by the end of the day.
Mm. All right, Jason's comfort food is chicken Kiev, beans, and chips.
Oh, that's
so Grant
nice.
is saying yes. He says us chefs do have some comfort foods we enjoy apart from the flash food we produce. Well, that's good to know, isn't it? Because you see what the chefs produce, and you think, oh, God, I'll never do that.
I know. Imagine living with them. I'm just going to throw my garlic in now.
Okay, I'll do ours. Can you scoop that in?
And you really just want this to go in for a minute until it starts to smell nice.
Lovely. Just mix it through. Keep it moving on the pan because if garlic burns, it's horrible.
Never had burnt garlic.
That's looking.
Oh, you don't want to. And sort of just once it's fragrant, we're just going to throw the rice in there too.
Can you smell the garlic? Okay, so you can bung the rice in now, Groff. There we go. Pour it all in.
Oh, a shepherd's pie. I love a good shepherd's pie, although it has to have cheese on top of the mash. Nice cheesy shepherd's pie.
Yeah, I agree. And Molly says, with regard to her comfort need, so it depends on what her comfort need is, chocolate and crisps, but I love dishes like shepherd's pie. Yeah, it is a winner. That's another one of health specialities in this house. Oh, where are you? Are you moving on to stock already?
So I'm going to throw half of my stock in. Or a few ladlefuls, but I don't have very much because of the size of the risotto that I'm making.
When you put 3 in, you need to put it in little.
Yeah. Right, mix that all in nicely, Gro. We'll turn the heat up slightly just to bring it up to oil.
I've made risotto before.
Have you? Which risotto have you made?
I did bacon and mushroom.
Oh,
can you hear her? She said bacon and mushroom. Yeah. And we did an asparagus one as well, didn't we, Grania, one time?
I didn't like that one because I don't like asparagus.
Okay, yeah. See, there you go. It's the veg situation again.
That's all right. Don't blame you. So with this now, every time the rice starts to look like it's running out of stock, we're just going to throw the rest of it in. It needs about 20-25 minutes to cook. No, sorry, 15 to 20 minutes. So it should work out about right with the carrots.
No, not yet. Yes.
But I'm going to be a bit of a cheat and speed mine up a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
Using hot
I
water.
think it goes up a bit too. There's no way it'll be creamy enough for my gang in 15 minutes.
No. All right.
What's your weather like there, Oscar? Have you got snow?
No, well, we did. It snowed. Actually, it snowed all day, but it hasn't settled.
Yeah, we had a light dusting, didn't we? Much to Granya's disgust. She wanted a big snowball fight after school.
Oh, I wish. I used to love waking up on a school morning and there being snow and thinking, oh, I don't have to go in.
Yep.
It's going to be no snow days anymore.
Well, I guess not, because now they can make you do everything online, can't they?
Yeah.
Those evil schools. Now, I have a bit of a confession.
Go on.
My leek's a little bit brown, but it's all right. We'll cover it up with some carrots and no one will know.
Nobody will know. It'll be fine.
Cooking away.
Oh, it smells amazing.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine, as Jason said, your missus says you're more in love with food and pans than her. Do you know what? I'm pretty sure my partner would say the same thing, to be honest with you. I'm constantly thinking about food. That's why I thought I was going to be a chef.
It's like the breakfast conversation in this house. What we have for dinner today, love?
It's bad, isn't it? I do the same thing. I wake up in the morning, the first thing on my mind is food.
I like food.
I think we all do.
Yeah. You need to measure out some soft cheese as well. So we're using about, well, for 4 people, it's about 100 grams of soft cheese. But I'm going to go for about 50. Oh, that.
Do you want to be in the drawer there for a bit?
Cool.
I actually
What
really
cheese are you using, Oscar?
Sorry?
What cheese are you using?
I'm using a Sainsbury's light soft cheese. I've not been too fussy. I wanted to try and get ricotta or something, but
Well, that's very, very posh. Do you know what we're using in this house?
go on.
Laughing cow lights.
I don't blame you. Love laughing cow cheese.
So do I. Hi, Dylan. Nice to see you. Don't worry about being late. You didn't miss much.
No. Just us burning things. Well, me burning things, I should say. Probably going to have to add some water to this as well, you know, the amount of stock I'm going through.
Yeah, I was
Probably
just
could have
thinking the same.
Probably
Might
could have
make
put a
another
lid on. Yeah, actually, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
We haven't salted or peppered it or anything yet as well, so I will probably add some in a minute. Right.
Have a peek at my carrots. Oh, they're looking good. They're looking nice in my oven.
Mine aren't looking too shabby either.
Good.
I'm never sure about adding salt when I'm using stock, because stock is quite salty anyway.
Yeah, and I always think with salt in the risotto, you can always add it at the end, can't you? You can
Yeah.
add it at serving time if needed, or people can salt to their own taste.
Yeah,
There's nothing worse than
exactly.
something that's just a little bit too salty. Like there's nothing you can do about it.
No, I was making Thai food recently, actually, and I put so much salt in it because I wasn't thinking, and I just put soy sauce in it, and then I was like, oh, I might as well add some salt. I ended up having to put sugar in it to try and just make it a little bit.
Balance it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this for something, don't you?
Right.
Do you know what I just did?
Tell me.
I just went to put the water in the bowl to put my stock in. I've just poured it straight into the frying pan.
Oh,
Oh no!
it'll be fine.
Might be some soggy risotto.
Crumble your stock cube in, it'll be grand.
Yeah. Do you remember when we said nothing goes wrong in a cook-along?
It's live telly. What can you do? Can I have a stir of that graw? Let's have a feel.
Told you what.
Okay, that needs a bit more. Oh, it smells really good.
I love a risotto. It's honestly, I know that you're saying this isn't too comfort foody, but for me, I could sit and just eat risotto or paella.
Yeah, I love a paella.
Do we call it tea or dinner?
Dinner, dessert dinner.
Do you call it? I call it both, to be honest with you. It depends what sort of mood I'm in.
And it depends what you're having.
Yeah.
You know, this to me would be dinner, but if we were having like, I don't know, gammon and chips, it might be tea. Don't know.
It's almost like the sandwich or sarnie debate, isn't it?
Yeah.
I say sandwich.
I say sarnie. If it's a sausage, it's a sausage sarnie. It's not a sausage sandwich for me.
Yeah,
Mum
sandwich
says
is for a
sandwich.
posh sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Cream cheese and...
Sarnie's when you just throw it between two bits of bread.
Sorry, Dylan, we're making a leek and roasted carrot risotto. So we've got carrots roasting in the oven, and I'm also roasting off some bacon. So because I've got carnivores in my house. In the pan, we've got some leeks, which we fried off with some garlic, and then we added the rice, and we're just adding stock gradually to cook this risotto out.
Well remembered.
Well, I've got the recipe. I had to print it out and everything.
I use these Tesco's recipes and I swear by them because they are just so good for the money. They do 5 recipes for 4 people for 25 quid for dinners.
That's really good, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And the recipes aren't bad. This is one of them. Like to be honest with you, if I think back to what I'd usually eat on a weekday before I started cooking this much, it would just be fish fingers and chips.
Yeah. Well, there's a good place for fish fingers, though. Fish finger sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
That's serious comfort food.
Yeah, right? With some tartar sauce.
Yeah. Right, Jason is saying wild mushroom and asparagus risotto is one of his signature dishes, finished with Parmesan crisps. And I don't know what that is. Kep powder? What's kep powder?
Kep powder? I don't know.
There you go. He tells us it's a mushroom powder, refrigerate, and coffee grind into a powder. Oh, okay. Literally never heard that before. We finish off our mushroom risotto with a bit of grated truffle, so maybe it has a similar sort of effect. I do like your hair, Oscar, you know.
It was the result of one too many vodkas during a birthday party bash on Zoom. Was an impulse decision.
I think it's good.
Thank you. I mean, to be honest with you, most people shave their eyebrows off when they get too drunk or something like that. I've bleached my hair and dyed it, so
why not? Do you know what? Since the pandemic started, I've embraced my grey hair, and I've fought it for years and years. I started going grey when I was 24. I was really young, and really resisted letting it just be natural. And this year, I've just decided, you know what? Sod it. I'm just going to allow it to go grey. So I'm embracing my natural hair.
I don't blame you. I've seen lots of people who have started to embrace it. I don't know. Do you know Michelle Visage?
Yeah.
She's so known for this like fantastic big black hair. She's started to let her greys grow through now. And to be honest with you, sometimes I think it looks nice. I say sometimes, most of the time. I think
I think it looks
suits a
better.
person's face.
Yeah, I think it looks better than continually trying to fight the roots, you know? It was just,
Yeah.
because my hair is so dark, it was just a constant battle and it never actually was fully covered. So everybody knew I was grey anyway. So that's what. Oh, Jason, fish finger sandwich with strawberry jam. What? How does that even work?
Oh, sweet and savory.
It's a winner fish finger dinner, he says.
That just sounds really bad. But do you know what? If anyone's going to know what tastes nice, it's Jason.
Uh-huh.
I've never had a battered Mars bar, Dylan. I'd love to try one.
I don't like Mars bars.
They're quite
You don't
sweet.
like Mars bars?
Oh, they're too sweet for her. She doesn't do sweet things.
Twixes are all right. They're all right.
Twix.
I like them.
Battered Mars bar. I think I had one. I think that's a Scottish thing, isn't it? And I've got a Scottish family, and I can remember going on holiday to Scotland when I was a very young child, maybe 5 or 6. And I think I had a taste of one then. I'm not sure I liked it very much. But have you seen, I saw it on the telly, I can't remember what program it was, but it was a battered cream egg.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
Yeah, imagine how gooey and lovely that would be in the middle, all melted and yum.
I have to support Cream Egg because they've had so much rubbish recently, haven't they, for supporting, for running ad campaigns with people kissing with cream eggs between their mouths. And they did it with like a couple of LGBT couples. And the amount of backlash they got, they didn't get any when they ran it with straight people. Just thought it was ironic. So I've gone out and bought myself a big box of cream eggs.
Yeah, I thought that was lovely to see, actually. To see that campaign was just fabulous. And, you know, it's such a shame that they did come into to get to such flack for it, because it's just reflective of our society today, isn't it? And how lovely it is for us to see people who represent our community, you know?
Well, that's what I always think. I suppose, unfortunately, you have people that live in the past, don't they, where Britain is still straight and white. Luckily, that's not the case anymore.
No.
It'd be
So
so
Dylan
boring
says,
about.
we'll try a Wigan kebab. It's pie in a bun.
You can't beat a good doner kebab.
Yeah. But talking about pie in a bun, Kel makes shepherd's pie sandwiches with leftovers.
See, I'm not the hugest fan of shepherd's pie, so I guess to me that sounds awful.
On your face, she's like, what?
I saw you then. Thought I was about to get murdered. I think you know, you have that meal as a child that your parent always cooked and you had to eat it even though you didn't really want it and that sort of thing. For me, that was shepherd's pie. So you know what I'm talking about now. My mum would cook shepherd's pie every week without fail. And I just really didn't like it. So I think now it's stuck.
I don't think I liked it very much as a child, but I like it now.
Well, that's what I was about to say. The only way I can get myself to eat it now is if I put loads of cheese over the top of the mash.
It's a good plan. It's a good plan.
Exactly.
We've been threatened to try and half the meat that we put in and do a split mince and lentil one. Well,
tell you what, if you want to find some mid-ground there, replace the lentils for mushroom. Finally chop the mushrooms.
I might have protestations from the younger people in my household.
I do it with bolognese all the time, and Dean looks like he's going to slaughter me when he comes home. Like, spaghetti bolognese, but bolognese is mushrooms. What?
That's his Irish roots. It's like plain food all the way, hey?
Yeah. How's your rice coming along?
It's looking really nice, but it's not ready.
Is it not? Mine's getting there now. It's got a little bit of a bite. You can do it for a couple more minutes, but
haven't actually tasted it. I'm going to give ours a go. Keep
it
going.
It needs to absorb it.
Yeah, it's all right. It will.
You can turn it up if there's a little bit too much water in there.
Oh, my carrots are looking amazing.
Mine are almost done.
Should I show you?
Go on, let's see your carrot.
Look at that.
Oh,
lovely.
Wow.
And my bacon is crisping up nicely in there. Yes. This is going to be a good dinner.
I can never find proper crispy bacon. I always remember having it as a youngster, like really crispy bacon. And I don't know why. I think they stopped doing certain type of bacon, didn't they? And everyone moved to the same type.
Yeah.
But,
I'll tell you what, Kel loves crispy bacon. She'd have crispy bacon sprinkled on her cornflakes, right, if she could.
oh.
Streaky bacon, just really, really well done.
Yeah,
yeah. It's just the fat content in that. And you, she's a lot skinnier than I am, so maybe I should just move over to streaky bacon.
Well, everything in moderation, though, is absolutely fine.
Moderation is the issue, Oscar, with me.
Oh.
I don't do moderation in anything.
But it's funny because the last couple of weeks I've put on a little bit of weight again. And I couldn't work out why, because I'm still eating everything that I've always eaten before. But what I've stopped doing is weighing stuff out because I couldn't be bothered to cook. So I was just throwing it all in the pan. And it was amazing when I actually stopped and measured it again. I was like, oh, there's nothing there. Like, where's the dinner? But
I know. I'll tell you what's been tricky for me, because Kel and I both lost a fair bit of weight before Christmas. And we took Christmas off, and getting back into it after Christmas has been so hard. And I was sure, like, you know, you get that January buzz. I was sure I could be able to get straight back into it, but it's been really, really difficult. And a little bit like you, I love my porridge in the morning, and I religiously would weigh out my porridge. Yeah. And now I'm chucking it in the pan, and you know when I serve it up that I'm having way more than I should, you know.
Oh, exactly. Well, I'm done. Well, the cooking part is done, so I'm going to move on to the next bit.
Yeah, you work away. Because we're cooking for a bigger quantity of people, ours is going to take longer.
Yeah.
So serve up, and we'll post a picture of ours when you're done.
So what I'm doing now is I've got my soft cheese, and I'm putting about half of it into the risotto. And I'm also putting the grated hard cheese into the risotto too. And I guess this would be where you could add some butter as well if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm going to work this.
Sprinkling the hard cheese at the end over the top.
I might do a bit of both, to be honest with you, because I've got some left over.
Yeah, I might do that as well.
What we should have done is Jason's fantastic Parmesan crisps. I love making them. They're so easy, and I just love crispy cheese.
Yeah, I do as well. So Jason is telling us that we're a great double act. I don't know if he means me and you, Oscar, and Grania. I'm not sure.
No, I think he means the two of you.
Molly says that it's lovely to have Grania joining us tonight.
Oh, definitely. Right, I'm just going to give this a bit of a try before I dish up.
Is it yummy?
I like it. It's nice and cheesy. I'm going to add some pepper to it, though.
Yeah, go for it. I love pepper.
I love cheese.
And you know what? Pepper is another thing. When I was a kid, I never liked pepper. And my granny, she had pepper like so much that it made me sneeze at the dinner table. Oh. She had pepper and everything. And now I'm exactly the same. I love it.
If it was up to me, I would have cheesy pepper everything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to rinse one of these bowls up to save from washing up.
You know what? That looks really good in your pan there, Oscar. I reckon that's going to be gorgeous.
I hope so. Otherwise, I'll be very embarrassed. It's definitely better than the Bombay potatoes that I got Molly and Yana to cook last time.
Yes, darling.
You don't need to put all the stock in.
Yeah. Do you want to have a taste of it, Grania? Tell us how we're doing. Get out a small spoon. Take a little bit. Don't burn yourself because it's going to be roasting. Oh, it looks really good.
The rice isn't cooked.
Yeah, we're nowhere near ready.
No.
I'm going to give it a bit more heat.
It tastes well.
Well, the most important thing is it tastes good. I suppose throw some extra heat in it.
So Dylan says he hasn't had pepper for years and can't remember what it tastes like. Oh, you should give it a go.
Just burns your eyes, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, but some freshly ground pepper is lovely. Jason says it's a risotto party round Oscars.
Oh, definitely.
He's so glad you're not cooking Bombay potatoes again.
Me too.
What happened was the potatoes took a very long time to cook, didn't they, Oscar?
Too long to cook. And to be honest with you, probably could have done with a lot of extra food, to be honest, when it was done cooking.
It's kind of a side dish, isn't it? That's what I always think about Bombay spuds.
Never tried them.
Never tried
Have I tried
Bombay
them?
potatoes?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think
Right,
she
I'll get you
has.
to cook it for dinner soon then. Right, so all I've done with my carrots is instead of chopping them fine, I've just chopped them long ways. Well, I can't think what this is called now on the bias, I think.
Jason will tell us, I'm sure. Oh, it's arty presentation in your house. Look at that.
Oh, it's Master Chef night. Probably could have done with a bigger
I'm
bowl.
so glad I had a sous chef. I haven't really had to do very much.
I know, I'm kind of jealous, to be honest with you. Closest I've got is the dog watching me.
I normally don't have to do very much. When we join the girls on Cook Along, Yana and Kel kind of steal the show, and me and Molly don't get a word in edgeways. So it's quite nice to be able to have a chat with somebody.
Mm.
Jason wants to know, are you a left-handed chef, Oscar?
Yes, I am a lefty. Here we go.
That
Oh,
looks amazing.
not too shabby, I don't think. Much better than Bombay potatoes.
Right, well, should I let you go and have your dinner?
Oh, go on then. I suppose so. We'll have to get you to post a picture when you're done.
I will. We'll send a picture. It was lovely to join you. Thank you for having us.
No, absolutely. Thank you. I love cooking with other people. It gets a bit boring on my own. So.
It was good to talk. Good to see you. Enjoy your grub. Is Dean eating with you tonight?
He's still at work, so when he gets home, he'll have it ready to heat up, which will be nice.
Fabulous.
He doesn't have to wait.
I will enjoy your dinner.
Thank you very much.
In fact, I'll see you a little bit later.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.